Alright, we're going to talk today about the Stafix fault finder. It's a handheld unit. It does not require a ground probe. It has a single button on the front. This unit will actually tell us the amperage draw that's on our fence, the voltage that's currently on our fence, and if there's a problem, it will help us identify where that is within the fence structure. When you first turn the unit on, you will get an area in the bottom that shows our amperage reading and how many volts are on the fence. On the back of the handheld unit, you can see the structure that must contact the fence. We can hook it onto the fence wire, or you can use the end of the probe to touch the fence. Hook it onto the fence and depress the button. We will get an amperage reading in the bottom and a voltage reading in the top right-hand corner. Most fence structures will show some amperage. A low number is nothing to worry about, as that number changes with the type of fence that's constructed. When you see that number climb, we may have a problem on the fence itself. So if we assume there's a fault on the fence, we can see by the voltage that the fence is reading less than what it was at the start. There's also 29 amps of draw somewhere on the fence structure. There's a directional arrow that helps point us toward the problem. You can take voltage readings every 200 yards to determine the kilovolts and the amperage. Once we get beyond the problem, the amperage reading will drop. So once we're beyond the fault, our amperage reading goes down to 0, yet our voltage reading stays the same. When we first depress the button, our previous amperage loss reading will appear in the top right-hand corner, and then it switches over to the current kilovolt rating. Once we remove the fault, the voltage should rise and we can move down the fence. After the fault has been removed from the fence, we can hook up our fault finder once again, depress the button, and our last amperage reading will show in the top corner. It will then switch to the current voltage reading.